What's up, guys? Welcome back. Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose. Rose? Or Rose? Not sure how to pronounce it. I forgot all about this manga panel. Can't believe I haven't drawn it yet. It's cool. This is like right up there with Goku's Ultra Instinct manga panels and Ultra Ego for Vegeta. This is like cool. I remember reading this when it happened. It was hyped. So, landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pose if I go too fast. 3/4 pose. 3/4 pose, Dragon Ball head. So we'll start with the large eye, right? His head's quite small. I'm going to try and fit in both hands. So we go to zoom, movie magic zoom. Okay. And then a Dragon Ball eye. Dragon Ball eyebrow, specifically. Yeah, let's try this way. Diagonal, and then it sort of like ticks this way. It's slightly curved. Okay, kind of like a check mark sort of a line. Then at the end, there's a sort of a square end, and then it goes back down this way. Just into the corner there. Okay. And then that Dragon Ball eye, so small line, and then a longer line. Now it's very narrow in this drawing, and it's got a thick line around it. So it's like he's got like eyeshadow on, basically. It makes him look more sort of evil. Or kind of like Majin Vegeta or something. And then a very small pink eye there. And then we got that Dragon Ball W, right? So it's like a frowning shape just here. And then his nose comes down from there. It'll probably be like a little bit bumpy. And then real pointy down there. So it goes down that way. And then they draw in the shadow there. And then they add some like wrinkles just on the side here. Then his other eyebrow comes out from here, and it goes sort of more vertical, right? Because his head is turned away. Goes that way. And then the square end there. And then we go down and we get like real skinny down here, like crazy skinny. You can barely see it. Then another dark eyelid line. Like that, and then it kind of disappears in behind the nose. You can just darken this up a bit, making it sort of thick like the other side. So you go, you know, just like as if he's wearing eyeshadow. He's like the gothic Goku. And then this other eyelid underneath, it's real small. I'm gonna guess like here. Okay. Then we have the cheek marks. Just sort of carving down his face here. And then some on the other side. And then an evil smile. Starts underneath the nose. And it gets wider. So it goes like out here. And we can see the teeth. Then we got a bit of a cheek line here. And then his chin is kind of drawn in like that. So now face shape. So square chin. And the jaw will go this way. We change our direction and just go up. And then on this side, so we have the cheek. Curves in. Just to the tip of the nose there. And then beyond that, goes around the eye socket. And up to the eyebrow. And then this follows the eyebrow then, and then goes up for his forehead. And it meets hair up here somewhere. Oh, and we have some like frowning brow sort of areas there. So his earring, Patora, is here. So we just have a ball. It's like floating onto his face. So you just do a circle. And then it has like little circles. So it has like little gold sections that touch it, and then like just circles that go into his earring. So that kind of a thing. And it's then his ear. Just in there, and then we can add some ear lines. Dragon Ball likes to make it real complicated in the ear, but we don't have to. Keep it simple here, bros. Keep it simple. And then hair. So typical Dragon Ball hair. You can see the back of his neck here. I'll draw that first because some of the hair comes out from it. So we have a hair spike, fringe hair spikes first. And they're just like Goku's, more or less, when he's in Super Saiyan. Got some textures under there. This is a pretty big one, actually. This one goes back that way, down to there. And then we have a hair spike that like comes out this way. some hair texture lines in under there. So that one's sticking out, and then one here on this side. And then a smaller one. They start to get big then, and it's kind of different to go. There's like more hair spikes, which is interesting. It's like just the way the manga did this. Spike in there. This feels like there's more details, so it goes out wide. Another one in here. There's no trick to this. I'm just copying it as best I can. So there's not much to say. It's just copy the hair spikes as best you can. The overall shape is like a candle flame. It's like the highest one will be up here. It's interesting though. Looks different to, like there's extra lines or something. A few more along here. Real big one here now. This will go off the top of my page. And then it'll come back in. 2, 3, and another one here. Yeah, that looks good. And textures then on all of them. So basically like each hair spike you just start adding textures following the shape for each one. Like so. Now, anatomy. So he's got like a collar on, which is like comes around his neck. Neck muscle here. And his chest that way. And Goku Black wears a gi, so curves that way to the other side. So it's all been like blown, sort of inflated with the energy coming off him. So it's like kind of raised up here. So it's like the shoulder area. This is the edge of his gi. And then the other shoulder, so there's like all energy here. But if there wasn't energy, it would look something like this. Carving around there. Oh, there's a back of a collar here actually. Missed that. He's got a waistband on, which has sort of like lots of these crisscrossing lines like so. And then more sort of clothing down here. Okay, arms. He needs arms. So we'll go shoulder sort of here. And then this is like his bicep, but it kind of disappears behind his arm, and then he just has like these sort of folding clothing lines. Coming down on the tricep and stuff. He's a big forearm here. And I think it's just kind of round. So it's all foreshortened. His hand is there. So I'll come back and do the hands sort of together because they're kind of tricky. So shoulder there. And then like a pretty big bicep. And like some sleeve stuff. There. So fist. So I'll do fist here first. So this kind of like the bottom of your fist is always this sort of bumping sort of W shape. And then this comes up the side. 4 knuckles. And then this comes up to his index. To there. And then the thumb kind of comes over this. And the thumbnail. And then each finger there. Like so. And that's like basically 90% of fists in Dragon Ball kind of look like that. So the other one, bigger, turned differently. So a bit trickier because we're like it's closer to us, right? So the thumb is like this behind the knuckles, right? So you have 4 knuckles here. 4. And then each of these is a finger bent over. or sort of curved over. Okay. Knuckle lines. And then we got to connect this to his arm, right? So his sleeve is kind of like folded over on it. It's like the cuff of his sleeve. And then the forearm is just round because it's foreshortened. Foreshortening in images is when something is in the foreground, it's shortened because it comes to the fore. So it's like perspective, right? So it's like my hand looks sort of long there, but as I bring it up towards the camera, it gets like real stumpy looking. And it's called foreshortening. And right, so then he's got like energy, like all this kind of dark chi sort of. And there's lots of different ways of doing this, but just basically go nuts with it and add spikes and hooks. Right. I think that's enough for me. Goku, Super Saiyan, Rose, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.